Yo guys, what is going on? My name is LittleMarMan. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to yet another one of my videos. And of course, this is another storyline video, and everything you need to know about zombie storyline video, the one series on YouTube where we go totally in depth on each and every aspect of the zombie storyline. Now, if you're not subscribed already, I highly recommend subscribing because there are multiple storyline videos out every week. And of course, not to mention our top 5 zombie series where you guys suggest in topics and then I cover the top 5 of whatever topic you suggest in, and we sort of have a bit of a discussion as well. So if you're not subscribed already, I highly recommend subscribing. So without further ado, today's topic is the Mob of the Dead crew. Okay, so let's get into it. We obviously have our 4 characters, Sal, Billy, Finn, and Weasel. Obviously, they were all sent to Alcatraz Island, where only the baddest of the baddest, the worst of the worst criminals go. So why did they go there? Well, obviously, the big boss man himself, Salvatore DeLuca, also known as Sal in-game, he was sort of the leader, the boss of the mob outside, obviously Alcatraz outside. He was the mob leader, and the mob was sort of involved in gambling, prostitution, and the distribution of alcohol. Quite big things back in the 1920s, obviously big illegalities. And his right hand man, Michael Finn O'Leary, sort of teamed up with him, and they were sort of the 2 masterminds behind this whole mob. And we also have Billy Handsome and Albert Weasel Arlington. Now Billy Handsome, he was the guy that did the dirty work. He was sort of the lowest of the low when it came to the mob out of these 4. But he looked up to Michael Finn O'Leary, obviously, and he obviously looked up to Sal as well, and sort of he'd do anything for them. He'd do anything just to move up higher in the ranks, but they never really moved him. He was always at the bottom. He was always the lowest of the low. And obviously the 4th and last member, which we haven't talked about already, we have Albert the Weasel Arlington. Why the Weasel? This guy was smart, but he was also sly. He was considered sly, but I don't think he actually was. He was just one of those people that seemed sly because he was smart. He was called sly by paranoid people because he was smart. The Weasel was the money handler in DeLuca's mob, and also was a big con man. Billy claimed that he could con people out of their souls, and he was found to be part of the Los Angeles heist leading to his imprisonment on Alcatraz Island. This guy, big mastermind, and he could have moved his way up the ranks in the mob very easily, but unfortunately he was caught. So our 4 characters are left to serve their hefty sentences on Alcatraz Island until Arlington, obviously the Weasel, the mastermind, as I was talking about him already, devises a plan to escape the island on a makeshift aircraft. And he convinces the rest of the mob, obviously Sal, Billy, and Finn, to participate in the escape plan. But soon enough, the joint effort between them descended into quarrels and fighting, and after numerous complications, the 3 mobsters became mean towards Arlington. So the Weasel just fucks it all up in the air, and he's like, fuck this, it's just gonna end badly, let's just stop this completely. And the other 3 get pissed off. They're still angry at him, and they sort of make up makeshift weapons and lure Arlington onto the roof of the prison and attack him and leave him to sort of bleed to death on the roof on the night of December 31st, 1933. And obviously Alcatraz was guarded by the smartest, probably most of the best guards in the country. And it didn't take them long to figure out who actually killed the Weasel on the roof. So the other 3, Sal, Billy, and Finn, were all sentenced to death by electric chair, and their execution came in the morning of January 19th, 1934, not even 3 weeks later. However, after their death sentence and each and every one of them has passed, the group were sent back in time to the night of December 31st, 1933, in an alter iteration of sort of the Alcatraz prison, which is inhabited entirely by zombies and a guard by the name of Brutus. And obviously at this point they have no memory of anything that happened before. They don't even remember that they killed the Weasel, and obviously the Weasel is there. He is our 4th player, and that's sort of where the game starts. That's where we start in game each and every time. That has just happened. They're all just sent back, and their plan is to escape, because obviously the prison is covered in zombies and there is no other guards other than sort of our zombie boss, which is Brutus. So their plan is to escape, but their escape fails. They crash on the Golden Gate Bridge, and eventually the 4 mobsters are killed by zombies, or either they kill themselves in the electric chair and they sort of reappear in the prison again, and they have to start building the plane again. So a loop is created. They cannot get away from death, and they're just constantly faced with this hell of zombies in the prison. And they have no escape. There's no way of getting out of this, and the mobsters attempt something else. They learn that in reality they are all dead. and their escape plan never came to be. Remembering everything, the mobsters once again set out to kill Arlington, and you can have two outcomes. And this is of course where the Easter egg comes into play. So if Sal, Billy and Finn overpower Arlington and sort of defeat him, then the cycle continues. The cycle continues, you're back in the first room, and Weasel's the only one that has memory of everything that happened, so it sort of leads you towards the Easter egg in that way. And when you complete the Easter egg, you get outcome 2, which is sort of the Weasel defeating Sal, Billy and Finn. The game ends, the cycle has been broken, leaving the Weasel or Arlington free to escape as the only mobster left. And that is pretty much it. The cycle has been broken. When you complete the Easter egg, Weasel goes free, and the other three are sort of, they're dead, so they're not coming back to life, they are dead. The Weasel is free, and that is pretty much it. I wouldn't say there's going to be any sequel, and there could be a prequel, but it's highly unlikely, very, very highly unlikely. But it is Treyarch, but I wouldn't say there is going to be any sequel to this. It's sort of in the Of the Dead series, and it's not too much connected to the main zombie storyline. So that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all learned something, and of course support the video with a like. That would mean a shit ton to me. It would make my fucking day. I hope this video made yours, and that is pretty much it. I will talk to you all later. Peace out, see you in the next video.
Am I